Hardgroove techno. It's relentless, funky, groovy, unbelievably danceable, and unapologetically hypnotic. From its origins as a 90s subgenre of techno to its resurgence in modern day, Hardgroove has been growing in the taste profile of DJs across the world. In today's video, we're going to be diving into some of the history of Hardgroove, some of its influential and key figures, as well as some creative mixing techniques that you can apply if you're a techno DJ and you love this genre. With that being said, let's get started. Hardgroove, a subgenre in techno, not to be confused with hard techno. Resident Advisor characterizes it as tight, loopy, heavy on samples, and feisty hand percussion. Emerging in the 1990s, Hardgroove was born out of a synthesis of tribal polyrhythms, funky, tight bass lines, and the relentless pace of techno as we know and love it. Characteristically found in a range of 133 BPM all the way up to 142 BPM, its pioneers such as Ben Sims and Valentino Canziani are said to have championed this sound and shaped it to wide, sweeping dance floor appeal. Hardgroove's ultimate appeal lies in its extreme balance between the precision and mechanical aptitude of techno with its groovy and human swing. And it's this precise duality that makes Hardgroove so compelling and hypnotic. The term Hardgroove is often attributed to Ben Sims, first appearing in one of his 1996 mixtapes entitled Hardgroove Tracks. Today, with modern producers such as Rangul86 and Ane infusing the younger generation with a new passion for the sound, Hardgroove has been on a continual ascendancy in modern consciousness and dance floors. Now, when it comes to mixing Hardgroove techno, the key is timing. Everything is about being in the rhythm and the groove of the track. I often find when mixing Hardgroove, the robotic and techno elements of the genre allow for a lot of different creative mixing techniques, including things like cuts, teases, color effects application, and more. Unlike traditional techno, Hardgroove invites various directional changes in the actual sound as it's played along. You can take advantage of these different directional changes to create tension in your sets by applying color effects in precise locations or adding cuts and fills in areas from other tracks in creative ways. Let's jump over to the decks to take a look at how you can go about applying some interesting ways of mixing Hardgroove. Alrighty, so it's called Hardgroove for a reason. It's because it's groovy, it's funky, it makes you want to dance. Got a track from Samuel's session coming up here. And the nice thing about Hardgroove is it's very techno-like, so you can add a lot of these creative elements in with cuts. So here right now we're just pulling up with a low-pass filter into the second track, while the first track is, from a production angle, is using filters too, so we're kind of complementing it here. And now we're coming into an overlay here. Just a quick use of the filter there to kind of add some intrigue, and here we go. Just combining there a quick cut into the second track and then bringing everything back into that blend again. Like I said, it's very mechanical, it's very percussion-y, so you can have lots of these fun overlays and switchbacks and everything that creates tension. And that makes mixing Hardgroove really fun. So we're going to transition into the second track here. But you can still play with it. You can still play with the first track. And we'll transition out of the Ben Sims track. And as you can see from that demonstration, we're sort of doing lots of fun, creative cuts. And Hardgroove is really structured in that way that it has lots of these little intuitions and hits, especially on those last
last second and last fourth bars, third and fourth bars of a loop or a phrase. And keep in mind, when the tempo gets faster, you can usually take a lot more of experimental and creative control and just sort of throwing in different combinations. And because it's so loop heavy, you can almost create a whole new track even just using two 4-beat loops. So right now we're bringing a filter up through the second Vincent's track here, while we've just got a loop on the first deck here. And I just kept this in a loop the whole time. Again, adding a little bit more effects here on this second deck. We'll do a little bit of echo action here on the Samuel session track. Using a bit of noise. Just to create a bit of suspense and create some sort of kind of fun break there.
All right, so there you have it. Some examples of creative mixing in Hardgroove to add to your toolkit as a DJ and a performer. As I mentioned in the beginning of this video, Hardgroove has been on an ascendancy, and it's definitely a genre to keep your eyes and ears on, with great labels such as Hardgroove Rex, Adult Records, Funkation Records, and more. You'll often find Hardgroove alongside other subgenres of techno like funky techno, tribal techno, and the likes. And if you're curious to hear a little bit more about the history of Hardgroove, be sure to check out Mark Williams on Beyond the Decks podcast. If you're a Hardgroove or techno DJ, I'd love to hear from you. What are the ways that you're integrating Hardgroove into your sets today, and what are some of your favorite producers and tracks that you're hearing? Drop a comment in the comment section below, leave a like on the video, and subscribe for more DJ tools. Hey there, I'm Robert here with learningtodj.com, your resource to learn the art and skill of musical influence. We have tons of resources like this video and complete DJ courses online, self-paced, to give you a holistic understanding of DJing at its core. With that all being said, I will catch you guys in the next video, and we'll see you then.